We're gonna do it! I don't know what to do with this. Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Get Crafty Photographers. My name is Christina Craft and I've created this channel so I can share some nifty, crafty hacks you can do to change the way you shoot forever. Change it! Change the way you shoot forever! Forever and ever. Today we're going to experiment with foreground framing. We're going to create some Bokelicious, bluralicious frames that will make your photos sing. Now, I use these techniques in my wedding and portrait work, but you can use this in pretty much anything you happen to shoot. Plus, it just looks pretty. Now, this hack is a total game changer, and that's why I want to explore it a little bit more and show you how to obtain results like these. We're going to start with creating natural frames using leaves. The leaves here, they're a little bit transparent. It's going to look a lot better if light filters in from behind. Now I'm using this at 80 millimeters. I've intentionally focused well past the leaves. Now, I'm using a lens that has really good compression, so it's gonna bring the foreground and the background together. You can get this with, you don't need to have a 2.8 telephoto to do this. You can also have like a 300 millimeter 5.6 telephoto. You're gonna get some pretty neat results. I'm just gonna show you where the bokeh is coming through, and it's right here. The light is actually coming through these points here, and that's where the bokeh is getting created. So the light needs to filter through the leaves or through any kind of transparent or object that allows filtering, and then the circles are going to be right around here. And when I zoom in, the bokeh is even more pronounced. Now notice how the parts of the leaves that don't have a point of light hitting them are not getting bokeh. So this is why sometimes when I'm teaching workshops, people have a little bit of trouble trying to figure out how to get really pretty bokeh through the leaves. It is all about how the light filters through from behind and the specific way it is hitting your flower or your leaf or your objects. It's hot and sweaty. It's only like 8:30 in the morning. It's already so hot and sweaty, so you're gonna have to pardon all the sweat beads and crazy hair that's going on. Now I have been collecting over the years different shiny objects that I use to create foreground bokeh. When I found this at the dollar store, I bought like 20 of them. I brought them to a workshop. I just basically took it. It's a little wind maker. It used to have a stick, and you know, it would catch the wind and catch the light. And what I like about it is that it filters light. So the same principle, you want to have the light coming through it, and this creates some of the most beautiful bokeh I have ever made. The light is, once again, it's coming through here. It's being filtered, and you can see what happens when I move my Bokelicious bokeh maker through here. And what I like about it is it's got this hole in the middle as well, which makes it a lot easier to create these effects. And you can see when I move it around, it changes the color. Pretty cool, right? See there's no bokeh. There's bokeh. It depends on if the light is hitting it and how it's hitting it. You really want to move it around. The distance to your lens is going to be different depending on the object, depending on the light, and depending on your taste as well. Just to illustrate what I mean with this little bokeh maker thing, I don't even know what they're called. I'm gonna move this camera where the sun is gonna hit this from the front. And you're gonna see it just doesn't look as good. And it definitely won't look as good if no light is hitting it. If it's in the shade, it's just gonna be very blah. Yeah, the sun's behind me and it's kind of hitting this, and it's kind of dull and boring. I mean, it still creates like a neat frame, but it's just not as good. It's better to have the sun behind it. Now this little guy was on a stick. I don't even know actually what it's for, but it was at a garden shop, and I just imagined it's some sort of garden ornament, but I noticed that it's beveled and it's transparent, so it's really gonna pick up the light. Now watch what happens. Very pretty bokeh, right? Really pretty effects. Woohoo! Bokeh, 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 bokeh. Here's another beveled object that I picked up at the garden store. I think it was about $3, and you can see it also has some really pretty bokeh. Woohoo! Woohoo! Now it is also beveled. I bought this specifically because it's beveled and you can see through it. Show me your beads. Show me your bokeh. And I love these beads because, I mean, man, they fit in any camera bag. This is what I first started using when I was trying to create bokeh. I've got them in various colors, and you can see it almost looks like it could be part of the leaves here, right? Yeah, part of the leaves. water bottles. The beveled ends of a water bottle make really pretty bokeh. And it's actually, you see how these water bottles have some beveling in them as well? They will also pick up what's called spectral highlight from the light that's coming through it, and that will also just create some really, really pretty foreground framing effects. Even if it's not bokeh, it's going to be really pretty. So I'm going to just show you what I mean here. So there's the bottom of it right there. Woohoo! Woo! See? Woo! Woo! Water bottle bokeh, water bottle bokeh. And even from here, it's just even a nice blurry thing. And you can't see the water bottle labels, right? But it's still a really, really, really pretty effect. You can't tell what it is. And yes, I do have people ask me all the time, why are you sticking water bottles in front of your camera? And I just show them what I took and they'll go, oh, neat. Last but not least, wine glasses. And I'm going to show you a photo I took basically just balancing my 2 wine glasses I found at a wedding to create a shot, just like this. And then you can look right through it and it creates really beautiful bokeh, especially where the light picks up on it. Once again, glass is better than plastic when it comes to these things, unless, of course, your plastic is beveled. Yay! Didn't I tell you that was a game changer? A total game changer! This is gonna change the way you shoot forever. We wanted to create crafty, nifty foreground frames, and we did it! And boy, did we do it! And didn't you find the effects were so different depending on what object we used in the foreground? Do you love to create experimental, unique, creative imagery? If so, I want to see your work. So please, hashtag your photos with Get Crafty Photographers on social media and let's see what you got. Now there's more photo examples on Get Crafty. I was told it was not the right, the left. Now there's more photo examples and way more information on getcraftyphotographers.com, so please go on up over there and check it out. The link is right here and it's also in the description below. And if you picked up a new crafty hack or two that you're gonna try, we would so appreciate it if you like, subscribe, and share with your nerdy photography friends. We also welcome comments below if you've got an episode that you'd like to see us explore. This is a brand new YouTube channel and we so appreciate all your positive vibes. So until next week, let's get crafty, photographers! We got things started, we did some bokeh and we created foreground framing on the Get Crafty show today. Boom, 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 boom.